Good morning and welcome back to the Right Talk. Todd Siebel's here. It's on a Saturday morning, December 11th, 2021, and just another show I've been looking forward to. Our co-host, Ryan Hood, he's up to bat here in just a second. We were just doing a little bit of pre-show, and he sent me an extensive list of things we're going to talk about today. And he threw it all together right when he woke up. His voice is a little deeper this morning, a little different than usual because he just woke up not long ago. But I think he's ready to go. I don't think I've ever seen him so excited about a show. So we're going to get into that. Let's just go ahead and bring him in. There's no need to delay, build up the suspense because he's the star of the show. So let's go ahead and patch Ryan in. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I've got all my tools ready because I always like to give him a nice little round of applause, which I don't have that available today. So we're just going to go ahead and bring him in there. Hey, there's Ryan. Welcome aboard, Ryan. What's going on with you?
Not a whole lot.
Really? Not a whole lot. Well, I was expecting more. So you're looking at your screen, you're distracted. You're paying attention to that and not our show. We need to get with the program there, cowboy.
Well, I'll text you some pictures later.
Oh, you were texting pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about these pictures.
It's some pictures of us.
Oh. Were we doing anything unusual, as always?
It's a few pictures that I have of us. Doing our little skit, you know.
You see that interesting little smile that Ryan is wearing when he's talking about our skits. We've done some fun things in the past. We've dressed up as characters and have a pretty good old time with all of that.
That's going to be one of the things that I'm going to add for our next Saturday morning show.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm going to put down memories.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
And I just felt in my spirit that we might, because this is during Christmas time, and we're supposed to have memories about each other.
Okay. I think I lost your audio. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think there's still a delay. So these last couple broadcasts, Skype has been delaying on us. I wonder if you could get that iPad of yours fixed. I think you're getting it fixed. We could do FaceTime, and I think it would be much more no delay. But we can worry about that. I can hear you fine, and as long as the audio is good, it is still a podcast. So tell us about the memories of Christmas.
Well, I still remember all the memories that we had.
Yeah.
Together, and it's always been fun.
Indeed. You want to share some of the things that were fun that we did?
Well, we had a whole lot of pictures made together. You actually came down to Goldsboro and spoke to our club.
Oh, yeah, that was a good time. I enjoyed meeting all your friends.
And we had a picture made at the boxing club when and the boxing club was at the Parks and Rec.
Oh, well, I tell you what. Next week's show, text those to me, so then you're not looking for them during the show, and then
Okay.
I can put them up on the broadcast, and we can talk about them then. How's that?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got an extensive list that you sent me this morning. Your voice is clearing up a little bit. It's not as deep as it was when we first started talking earlier.
So like this.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. All right, so some of the things, the first thing on the list that you had brought up was midterm elections. Why is that
Yes.
the first thing on the list? Why are you what are you thinking about when you're thinking about midterm elections? I mean, you eat, sleep, and breathe politics, which that's what kind of drew us together, I think, in the beginning, because you're just a God-fearing patriot, bleeding red, white, and blue. So tell us about the midterm elections and what do you want to discuss there?
Well, there is so many people is going up for re-election.
Right?
Um, here in like North Carolina and here in Goldsboro, and like for John Bell for the North Carolina House,
Okay.
Jim Perry for the um North Carolina Senate, and and and, and Dr. DeMarco is going to be running for the Senate to work with Jim Perry, and our sheriff is running for re-election for his office.
Okay. Who was the other doctor somebody you mentioned running for the Senate? Who's that? I don't think you've mentioned him on the broadcast before.
His name is Joseph DeMarco.
How do you spell that?
Oh, I gotta go back and look.
Nah, don't worry about it. So it's Jesus Camacho?
DeMarco.
Di Macho. Di Macho.
Marco. Marco.
De Paco?
Yeah.
Oh. Is he Hispanic?
I don't know, but um take a look on his chiropractic practice.
Okay. He's a chiropractor. Have
Yeah.
you have you been to the chiropractor before?
Yeah. I, I still gotta go and get me a lower back adjustment sometime.
Okay. What's going on with your lower back? The people that watch the Right Talk, they want to know.
Well, sometimes I have problems with my lower back, and Dr. DeMarco helped me out.
Okay. Gives you a little bit of relief because sometimes that back pain can be excruciating.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we talked about midterm elections. The next one was random. I think we'll get to random a little bit later, but then, okay, so when we have some time. Star Trek. What about Star Trek? Did you watch that last night?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. Well, tell us about the episode that you watched and what made it awesome.
Um, I like the way that William Shatner acts.
I like him.
I like him too
Yeah.
because he's he was also the host of Rescue 911.
Ah.
Hey,
And that's one of your favorites. I tell you what I like. I don't know if you have you watched Boston Legal before?
I don't think I have.
Okay. Well, he's phenomenal in Boston Legal. I loved watching that program. That was a series running in the mid 2000s. Just good stuff. What else about Star Trek? What was besides besides him, what else did you, besides Shatner, what else about that episode that drew you in?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you stayed up too late watching that. You probably watched Baywatch too, which kept you up even later.
Yeah. Um,
Which episode did you watch of Star Trek that was so intriguing?
I can't remember, but I think it was episode 99,
Okay.
and and I can't remember every, everything else. But
Okay. That's okay. Guess what? Guess who's watching our broadcast again this morning?
um, l- let me guess. It's tonal take.
You guessed it. You guessed. Do you see that? I just popped it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yep. He says, "Hey fellers, Ryan, do you race video games like Todd?"
Well, I was gonna say this. Do I wish? But technically, I don't play a whole lot of games. Sometimes, when I get a new gadget like a laptop or a tablet, I single myself out. This is and do a whole lot of business stuff,
Oh, you're all business. Yep. Yep.
and I take things more seriously.
Yeah. He's all business. So you saying I'm never really serious? Is that what you're saying, Ryan? I just play around
I
all the time.
I was not talking about you, Todd. I was talking about myself.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, you're serious. And as a matter of fact, speaking of serious, Ryan is big promoting the Right Talk on our Facebook page. Ryan has an announcement he'd like to make.
Well, we got about 98 likes. We got about two more to reach 100.
Wow, that's incredible. Ryan has done all of that, and it's just been the past couple of months when we launched that. So good on you, Ryan, you marketing genius.
And I hope that we can get more social media stuff like Instagram.
Okay, well, I have never been on Instagram. I hear a lot about it, but I like how you're thinking. You're always thinking broadly. And speaking of thinking, Ryan, in the pre-show, he was concerned about taxes. And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I think we need some." Well, you go ahead, Ryan. Tell me what you mean by that. When you wanted to bring up taxes, why was that of concern to you?
Well, I know in these days now we have to put down all kinds of stuff to have a tax write-off, and I thought that that would be good for the right talk, and because I know that we might need that on the long run.
Okay. What does it mean? What are write-offs, Ryan?
Todd, you might need to help me on that.
Okay. Well, I think, if you have expenses in your business, you're able to offset the money that you bring in. So if we were bringing in money on the Right Talk, like if we brought in $1,000 in the Right Talk, and then we had expenses like the software to run the Right Talk, it costs maybe $400 a year, and all the equipment that we use. Let's say we had $800 worth of expenses. That means that we could take that $800 off of the $1,000 that we made, and then we would only be taxed on $200. So maybe our taxes might be, 40 or $50 rather than $300
Right.
bucks.
like like all the equipment that we need to have,
Yeah.
um, like Facebook, Instagram,
Well,
um,
those are free.
YouTube.
Those are free. But I like the way you're thinking. Remember, you know that light that I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be able to deduct that. Also, maybe you'd be able to deduct your computer if you're using your computer, right, for the show, if you bought it for the show. So, yeah. And maybe we could
For,
deduct your phone. What's that?
my laptop, my tablet, my phone.
Yeah. Since, yep, we use it for the show. We talk pre-show, we talk post-show, we plan other shows, we plan for the right talk, we have our conversations during the week. Yeah, all of that stuff could be deducted if we were to make money on the show. So if somebody wants to send us a contribution, then we could go into specifics on how we use that money, and we could share our deductions and show you how it's done. Because Ryan, he is the business leg of this duo here.
I just want to say this: if anybody wants to donate anything, to the right talk, make up the checks to Todd Siebel,
Oh,
and he will take care of for the
oh,
right talk.
well, thank you. And I'll make sure that Ryan gets it and he'll put it in our, we'll start a business account and Ryan will run it. And then he'll decide, how we spend the money, and we'll have to talk to an accountant. He's probably got some friends that are accountants and they could help us out.
And Todd, I might need to let you handle that part
Well,
because
okay.
the,
Well,
my math in my head is kind of bad.
that's okay. I think the thing is, Ryan, is we'll do it together, and you don't know unless you do it, right? So I just help you do
Yeah,
it so you would know. Because you're always thinking business. In the event you wanted to spin off and do another business, you'd already have the knowledge. Of course, I'd always be there to help you if you need it,
yeah, I
right?
know.
So I just wanted to share
Yes,
with our
sir.
audience that you had some concerns on taxes and being able to offset our income when we get income. We have a couple visitors today, um, still. And okay, so the next thing you wanted to talk about was the meaning of Christmas. Now, if you look, you see behind him, Ryan has an image of Christmas presents. Tell us about that image, Ryan, and how you're able to get that to show up on your screen before we get into the Christmas part. Oh, I lost you. There we go. You're good. I don't know what happened, but yeah, you went disappeared there for a second. So, tell us about how you got that image.
The meaning of Christmas
Okay.
is all is all about Christ and His love toward us. And Christmas is technically His birthday. And that's what we celebrate. I wish that every day is like that, but I know that it comes only once a year on Christmas Day on December the 25th.
Yep. So, what does Christmas mean to you, Ryan?
Um, Christmas means to me is love, life in my heart. That I have love that I have love for Christ,
Hmm.
and I know that for all of us, and the audience and the coach of the Right Talk, I know that for Christ is the way of life.
Well, I think it's evident anybody that watches the Right Talk and all the past broadcasts that they could see that light of Jesus shining in your eyes and come and show your heart everything you do. Our our audience loves that Ryan Hood. They sure do. Thank you for sharing, Ryan. Merry Christmas to you, fella.
And you too.
Thank you. So you have this broadcast of gifts behind you. Now we know that Jesus is the biggest and best gift of all, right? But
Oh yeah.
Christmas is a season where we give to others, just like Christ gave us the gift of salvation, right? Um,
Yes, sir.
so you picked
And we
this.
are and we are already in 21 minutes of the show.
Oh my, yep. And how did you select that image behind you, and how did you get it to show up? That's pretty cool.
Well, I use um the one cloud. I I get it. I get it on my phone.
Okay.
I select a lot of pictures from that that I loaded on one cloud, and then after that has been is on there, I go to Skype under backgrounds, and I can see my own backgrounds.
Okay. But you want to share with our audience how you're able to make it so clean and neat? What do you got behind you to be able to? That's pretty cool that you can just, you got that picture shows up behind you. How do you do it and make it look so clean?
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Well, I have a round green screen behind me.
Ah, okay. Did anybody help you set that up?
Nope, I did it all by myself.
Okay, that's what I wanted the audience to know is that you ordered the green screen, you selected the images, you set the software up yourself, you did it all yourself.
Hmm.
I'm proud of you. You're awesome, Ryan. You're just a brilliant young man, is what you are.
And I'm 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 gonna keep this one up,
Okay.
but I'm thinking about getting enough money and get me another one. But it's not gonna be the same as this one though.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
it's gonna be like a folding stand that has a green screen.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I'm
that's
gonna try to
good.
get one too.
Nice. All right. Thanks for sharing that. So, the next thing on the list was volunteer for an organization. What would you like to share with our audience regarding that?
Well, there's a couple of organizations that is out there, like for Mount Olive. Um, I know that they make a difference. Food pantry is asking for volunteers. Excuse me.
All right.
And also for Enjoy.
Tell us about that. I'm
That
not sure we've talked about that one before.
Enjoy, it runs by a church here in Goldsboro somewhere.
Okay.
But and, and I will be volunteering with them on Thursday afternoons after I get off with the Goldsboro Antique Mall.
Okay.
But I have a friend that volunteers there too, and he goes to the same church that I go to,
Mm-hmm.
and and I know that I would have a whole lot of fun of doing that.
Nice. We met volunteering for an organization years ago. And that's what I like about volunteering because the people that you meet when you're out there, these are folks that are willing to give up their own precious time to help others. So when you're meeting other folks out there, you're going to meet quality people. And that's how Ryan and I met. Became best friends right away.
That is correct.
Yep. So we talked about volunteering. Ryan is one of the number one volunteers I know. And he makes that a very important part of his life. And you're a great role model for others to follow, Ryan. Good on you, brother. The next one on the list is motivation. You look at that gentleman there with the Clemson shirt. He is 100% motivated. Tell us about it.
Well, I just want to say this. This is for part of the motivation. Dream big, pray hard, never quit.
Oh, my. With the knockout punch, Ryan Hood. I think that's about it.
And the spin cycle. I gotta get this right. And the spin cycle ends right here at the right talk.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Ryan Hood speaks, people listen. So I guess that's the end of our broadcast, is it, Ryan?
Now our prayer.
Oh, we got to get a prayer. Let's do it.
Lord, thank you for the way of life that you gave us. And you know that we all love you. And I just want to pray for my buddy, our host of the Right Talk, and for myself too, and for the audience also. All of us needs special help of the way of life. And there's one thing that I want to ask you, Lord. Please get rid of this virus. We don't need it anymore. I just want to get our lives back to normal. Lord, please help us. We need it. Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen and amen.
You heard it there, folks. That's Ryan Hood with a wonderful prayer once again. That's going to conclude our December 11th, 2021 broadcast. Ryan, do you want to do your spin cycle thing one more time to close us out? You do such a great job.
Here at the right talk. The spin cycle ends right here at the right talk.
All right, let's do it one more time. The spin cycle.
The spin cycle ends right here at the right talk.
You heard it, folks.
With Todd Staples and Ryan B. Hood.
You heard it there, folks. That's the end of our broadcast, December 11th, 2021. So you're going to see us next Saturday morning at 9:30. Is that correct, Ryan?
That's correct.
All right. So we'd like to thank you for tuning in. If you're watching the rebroadcast, make sure you comment, load us up with some questions for next broadcast. So until next time, thanks for watching and God bless.
God bless.